Imagine waking up and your child is nowhere to be found, and you walk into their room and see that they have set up a meeting with someone you never met online. Would it be safe to say your child will probably never return home? Some great things have happened, as well as bad, with the emergence of technology. Today, we will be discussing internet crimes against children. This presentation will take approximately 10 minutes at the most. After, you should understand what are internet crimes against children. To start off, some of the questions that will be answered are: what are internet crimes against children? Does it only apply to the United States? What about other countries? What is our law enforcement doing to prevent these heinous crimes from happening? What technology is being developed to reduce the crime? What associations help prevent the serious crime other than law enforcement? In this day and age, the internet is everyone's best friend, which means crimes against children happen more often than we expect. Children have access to everything online. Only a third of households with internet access are protecting their children with filtering or blocking software. 86% of girls polled said that they could chat online without their parents' knowledge. 57% could read their parents' emails, and 54% could conduct a cyber relationship. In a sample through Interpol, which is the International Police Organization, did a sample with EPAC, which is the End Child Prostitution and Trafficking. They stated in a sample of millions of images and videos of child sexual abuse, 56% of victims were prepubescent, which means most of this happened before they reached puberty. Younger children and boys were more likely to suffer the most severe abuse, including torture and sadism. 22% of female teenage girls say that they post nude or semi-nude photos or videos of themselves online. 70% of children 7 to 18 years old have accidentally encountered online pornography, often through web search while doing homework. FBI reports a 2,000% increase in the number of child pornography images on the internet since 1996. It happens all over the world 24/7. So with this being said, what are internet crimes against children? Some internet crimes are unwanted exposure to sexual material, when online, opening an email, or opening email links, and not seeking or expecting sexual material, being exposed to pictures of naked people or people having sex. Another is enticing or exploiting children for the purpose of sexual tourism. Threats or other offensive content, not sexual soliciting, sent online to the youth or posted online for others to see. In addition, sexual solicitation involving offline contact with predators through mail, by telephone, or in person, or attempts or requests for offline contact, or simply just using the internet for production, manufacturing, and distribution of child pornography, to expose youth to pornography and encourage them to exchange pornography. Those are some of the few. There are plenty more out there. It not only happens in the United States, but in other countries worldwide. In other countries, especially the poorest ones, if the children are in need of the basic essentials like food and shelter, they are vulnerable to online traffickers. The children will be eventually sold online to the highest bidder by being tricked, thinking they will be provided food and shelter for themselves or family. There are agencies in place that help with these global operations for internet exchanges that target children, such as Interpol. Interpol is an organization that helps other government officials take down criminals who operate around the world, online and offline. Some of the most pressing crimes that they help with are terrorism, cybercrime, and organized crime. Some of their main goals are identifying and reducing young victims of sexual abuse, blocking access to child sexual abuse material online, and preventing sex offenders from traveling abroad to abuse children or escape justice. So that is the international side. The United States law enforcement official at all levels, federal, state, and local, work 24/7 to help prevent these crimes. At the federal level, we have the Department of Justice, such as the FBI. We have the CIA, Homeland Security, Secret Service, IRS, IACP, which is the International Associations of Chief of Police. They work with multiple organizations around the world to help with the safety of the communities within different countries. We have the ICAC, which is Internet Crimes Against Children at the state level. They help local law enforcement officers at the local level with internet crimes against children. When the local official is dealing with a computer crime against a child, they call ICAC, who also is associated with federal government. The organizations have evolved over time when it comes down to technologies. Some technology that help law enforcement officials find child victims of online crimes are booby trap videos, which is a NIT, is a network investigative technique. They place a code inside of a video file for the suspect to open. There was a case that used this technique to catch a sexual predator that was hiding behind Tor, which is a program that you can download and let you browse privately without anyone tracking you. The FBI got a hold of his Dropbox account and nested the file inside. The suspect opened and downloaded it, which eventually sent red flags to the FBI servers and led them to the suspect's real IP address. Another tool used is the Chat Analysis Triage tool, which is an algorithm tool that helps pinpoint predators of online chat boards. In addition, they have a tool such as the Photo DNA tool that was created by Microsoft to screen photographs uploaded to sites for child pornography. Law enforcement uses Freenet, which is a peer-to-peer platform similar to Tor. There's all kinds of forensic tools to search for keywords, phrases, and search engines on a suspect's computer when caught. Other tools are Google Glasses, which can identify suspects when a law enforcement officer has them on. There are plenty of others that exist, such as drones, just to name a few. With that being said, there are organizations from all around the world that help with child victims and victims, period. To name some, we have the Association of Sites Advocating Child Protection. It is a non-profit organization that helps educate parents about age-appropriate material online and how to prevent children from gaining access to it. Another is the Internet Watch Foundation. This is an organization that is based in Europe, and the majority of their work focuses on the removal of child sexual abuse images from different sites online. Also, the Child Exploitation and Online Protection is an organization that is based out of the United Kingdom, and they help with bringing in offenders who are viewing inappropriate material of children. Cybertip.ca is a national reporting tip line that is based out of Canada. They process tips and provide the community with resources to help educate them on child victimization. Then there is the EPAC, which was discussed earlier. Finally, you have the Virtual Global Task Force. This organization has locations all over the world except Africa. They follow the 4 Ps, which are Pursuit, Prevent, Protect, and Prepare. They work on operations from all around the world to help bring these children home. These are only a few. Overall, parents cannot be ignorant to the new day and age of technology, because the world is not. Everything is changing from how it used to be. Online predators are becoming extremely tough to catch. You have to think how they think. You have to be an expert on both the technological and law enforcement field today to catch a predator. Most state and local law enforcement officials lack the essential training needed, which hinders the majority of the local law enforcement officials. Parents, pay attention to what your child is doing or saying online, because these predators do not care and all they want to do is make money. They can change a few things around in Photoshop to make it seem as though they are younger than what they say they are. It is considered a business on the dark web, which makes over $1 billion per year in child trafficking and exploitation. This is why it is so hard to catch these criminals. Remember, no matter what, every child matters.